course.
And, you know,
Yeah.
hey, I don't know
Same.
you know, we get thrown. That's the difference between real people and 2020. We disagree on some things, doesn't mean we need to hate each other.
Yep.
Hi. Welcome to the Two Clouded Minds Lounge. Here
This is the
where it
after
takes
party.
3 avid weed smokers to try to figure out how to use a roller.
And it took the biggest dumbass of the 3 of us to figure it out, just so you know, people of the world.
And he's not lying. This is round 15, 2 of Chris's,
But this is my second.
operating the 300 roller.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like,
What are we
this
gonna
thing
name
is
this
so. We're not naming it shit because it's going in the trash.
I'm sorry, unnamed person who gave us that.
I'm kidding. Sponsor our
Look,
show.
look at, I saw that. Look, he's just like a good swipe, like a prep.
If your
He's
boy,
prepping the.
If your boy wants to sponsor our show, this is the best thing since fucking whatever.
Sliced bread.
Nope, I won't say that because we had that discussion. How do you feel about that? Like weird sayings like that. The best thing since sliced bread.
So like, what would you say would be the before sliced bread, and what would you say would be after sliced bread? Like the best thing.
Before sliced bread, there was just bread in its excellenceness, you know, and you would just like grab a hunk off and drink some really, drink some really raw bread.
And yeah,
You would drink.
you would eat.
Wow.
Damn shit.
Sorry.
Welcome to the after.
Yeah.
The Two Clouded
Bread in
Minds
its
Lounge.
excellence, you know. You're gonna find a funnier word.
Would you like break it in half and just have like a
Nah,
big
I'm
sandwich
just
with like
saying,
a lot of
you
bread?
can eat these delicious hunks of bread, you know. I was having this argument the other day about it too, because if there's not sesame seed on it, it's like not as good. I don't know.
Do you would just pull it or like eat it
now, do
as
you
a
like
whole?
a raw sesame seed or a toasted, like when
Both
it's
are
like
delicious.
cooked?
Both
Yeah.
are delicious.
I find it's a bit more flavorful, like after like they've been like baked with the sesame on it.
like the sesame
Like
just
a-
makes
Italian
bread, taste
bread?
like bread, you know,
Mhm.
and like without that, it's just bread. That's before sliced bread. Like I don't know, after sliced bread. I don't know what you guys think. After sliced bread, how's that? Has your life gotten any better?
Randy's joint papers.
Oh Jesus!
Um,
This knife is so inconvenient. I gotta get a knife to put the jelly and peanut butter on. You know,
Yeah.
one more knife. You know what?
Speaking of
Just
jelly and
slice
peanut
it.
butter,
Yeah, Smuckers.
remember Goober?
Oh, Goober.
Yeah.
Dude, do they still make that shit?
Oh, like the 2-in-1?
Yeah. You get some PBJ stripes in a jar.
Probably.
Like that's amazing. Like, yeah.
On a podcast that we watch all the time, they have mentioned peanut butter and jelly like slices, like Kraft slices.
Oh yeah, dude. How amazing would that be if you had a slice of jelly, a slice of peanut butter, dude? I mean,
Wrapped in like a single slice.
think think apocalypse, dude.
Dessert. You know.
Just eat it raw. Like you don't need the bread.
Like canned cranberry sauce.
Yeah. Wrapped in what? A slice of crab?
Yeah.
Did I do that right?
Mhm. Like a single slice, but
Yeah.
peanut
They
butter jelly.
melt like the ones that
And
melt
fluff.
on paper plates, just sitting on a
Future.
paper plate. Like, oh, you put a piece of crab on like a paper plate.
Peanut butter and jelly fruit
Just
roll-ups
melts to it.
kind of shit.
It just
Get the
yeah.
slice back off that paper
Never. You can't light it on fire. You can't melt it. It just
Yeah,
just
but
sticks.
There's
Stinks.
nothing like it. Like if you get that shit, that crap bullshit, it even says it's like a cheese product. What do you need? I'm sorry.
No, like that was the roller. That was the
Yeah,
roller.
yeah, that was the roller. We used the roller. It's a bit too tight, I think, in my opinion. You know,
Maybe we just suck at
it
it.
works. No, listen.
First
When
time.
once you get it, so yeah, you were on the right path. You have to start there. You have to put the paper in. You have to cut the paper down to fit there.
Just what do you mean by cut the paper down? Like,
It's the same problem I have on
Widthwise,
the other
lengthwise.
okay.
one.
Right.
The non-name papers with a wire in it have they're just a touch too long.
Yeah.
So
They made King.
they have to snip that.
I'm saying
Yeah,
it. They made
sometimes
King
just
Randy.
miss a tip on the
Well, was
paper.
it too wide or was it too?
It's too wide. It's too wide. The paper's here. So once you get that all figured out, get it in there. Put your weed in there, and you gotta close it, but you also gotta guide it a little bit. But too much
To grab
pressure. Too much pressure makes it too tight. And however you, do, it's awkward to lick it. Like,
I used to have ones that. Let me see that.
Just have
yeah. Like I used to have. It was just.
a gadget.
It was probably about as long as this, and it was just two rolls and that piece of like canvas bullshit. Like,
Oh, you could do this. Look,
Probably as long
you
as
put
the
your
size of
thumb on it,
paper.
right?
Yeah.
You put your thumb on it.
yeah.
What makes something this would fit in it?
I think I got it. You put your thumb on it, push lightly, and
Yeah, but then you're left with you have to lick the gum. Do you do my method or do you like try to stick your face in there, which is kind of weird? I think like I
do it
don't know.
before, and then put it down.
Dries quick.
Get a spritzer. Right?
You could have something a little like something. That
You could just be classy. Welcome to the
Keep
Two Cloud
it.
and Minds Lounge. Would you like a joint?
So how do you feel about Hempwick?
Hempwick. You know, honestly, I've never.
That's
used it.
innovation.
I've never used it. How do you feel about it? Sell me on it.
I can't sell you on it truthfully, but you know, I know somebody who's a firm believer.
You don't need a lighter. It's natural.
Like, it was so funny that it was funny that like the person who really, I don't want to say perfected it, the person I've seen use it the most, to my knowledge, looked like a pro, and I was totally taken back at the time.
Okay.
He's over there and he's lighting, flicking around every time he just puts it out. He's like, no, it's good. He's like, no, it's the only way. And I'm like, but is it really? I mean, you light something else to light something else. I'm like, why are we complicating it? You know?
I hear you.
That's my thing. It's like, why do we always find a way to complicate it? You want to just smoke things. I mean, you ain't gotta make it show. You know? I don't know.
But I see, like, I can see both
He's
angles
like, no,
of
it's
it.
all organic. And he tries selling me on some shit sometimes.
Okay.
Well, when you're passing around, like you just hold it and the thing's on like lit the whole time. It's like a wick. So like if you're passing a bowl, you just go and light the bowl with the wick.
Yeah,
Like you don't need to
yeah.
keep passing a lighter. No one's gonna pocket a lighter.
There's totally like a lot of perks to it.
Hmm.
And it's just like for me, it's just like an extra like it's an extra. It's that. It's an extra.
Yeah,
That's
and
all
like
it is.
I've
It's
seen
like-
people like they wrap it around their lighters and
Yeah.
shit.
Well, if you already have a lighter one, I just.
But I see where both
That's what
are.
I'm saying.
It's like
You made it more complicated.
Yeah. that's like, dude, dad rigs. Come on, dude. I love doing it, but it's a chore.
Yeah.
It's a chore.
Unless you have an Alexa and you can turn it on when you walk in your house and just be like, Alexa, every time I open the front door, I want you to turn on this socket
They
in my
actually-
house. They could do that.
They have
Yeah.
smart rigs that can do that. I don't know if it'll hook up to your.
What a world to
It
live
might,
in. It does
but I
hook up
don't
here
know.
to Alexa, guaranteed privacy.
I mean, like I got the Hue lighting. It's not the same. Like it's like a. Like it works, but it's nowhere near. Like you can put on schedules, like dumb stuff.
It's
Colors
Hue.
aren't there. Yeah, it's called Hue. It was like one of the first ones I felt.
So does it have its own app?
Yeah, but you know,
Okay.
it's really, I do gotta say, it seems like they've created easier and newer methods, and it's more of a task than.
I would like to get.
It took me a while. I
the
don't watch a
rope
lot
lights,
of.
those flat LED rope lights around here, the smart ones that I can control. Because I have a Google Home Mini in here. It's not hooked up yet, but I mean that'd be cool. To just be like,
What if we just had hanging lights in boxes, like classic Broadway, not like Broadway letters, but just like Two Cloud and Mind Show? Why don't we? If you can digitally create that for us,
Digitally create what?
ooh,
not you,
Alright.
the viewers.
no, you're
If
not talking.
any-
He asked me
Anybody,
to look, I was like, oh.
I'm looking at the
come on
camera, the
now.
camera's
I've
right
done
here,
some
you're
dumb
right
things
here.
in life.
I know nobody's talking to me. That's for shit sure.
I took C++ programming in high school. That
Was
shit was a good time.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know what that is
No,
either.
no, it was nowhere near. Dude, I don't know how they do it, but you understand that it was computer programming is a whole nother
Please let me introduce myself. I'm simply a man of our time.
Serious.
Confused and bewildered.
Yeah, we had to make a game. I started off alright with it in the past, like blowing the shit up. I'm like, fuck this.
See, like, I wish I took computer classes. Like, I was I don't give a fuck about school kind of guy. Like, I don't care. Like, not that I have any regrets, because, like, I think I turned out pretty cool. But, like, the people, you're right, the people that we call dude, you fucking nerd, doo-doo, like,
Oh yeah.
But dude, I'm not saying, like, I'm not talking down on this, because, like, both of my jobs are killer jobs, dude. They pay well. They definitely pay well. But it's like, I don't have a house in the Hollywood Hills, like, fucking infinity pool. I mean, not that that means anything, it's all material shit, but you know what I mean? It'd be cool to have a taste of it. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
let's be real.
What the work that you actually put into like these places and they're immaculate.
Yeah, like, dude, some of the high-rise
Yeah.
buildings I've worked in, like, come on.
Well, now you know how to build it.
What's the nicest place you worked on?
Nicest place I've worked
Sure.
on? So, Riverside. It was right on the West Side Highway. I want to say it was West 50 something Street. And it was luxury apartment. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Dude, the views? Are you kidding me? Like, only like 2 penthouses had balconies, exclusive shit. Bro,
It's a lot of
like 300
secret
like,
blowjobs up there.
you're sitting in the living room,
Corporate blowjobs.
open floor plan, stone island for the kitchen, everything, 360 degree window view. Sick, dude. So, like, you're spending ridiculous amount, like astronomical amounts of money. Probably $10 million, $13 million.
That's big.
The craziest job that I've ever done was it was northern New Jersey, and this guy owned a lot of property, and the property all had mansions on it. And he was renovating these to rent out to people as they stayed in the community or like have multiple properties. And we were doing a home theater installation in there, and we put a 95-inch TV in his wall, but the way he had his carpenter cut the wall only gave us a half of an inch, which is exactly to the point where we needed to get it on the wall mount. Like, you need to go up and then down, so there's only a half-inch gap, and either it was going to be too big or too small, and this guy got it right away. It was a bitch to fucking hang though. And not only did they have that giant ass TV in their basement of their house, they had a Sonos sound system all throughout the house, all wireless. First of all, they connect to a network that's created just for Sonos. You can control it on your app. You can control your Apple Music, your Spotify, all that stuff. Your lights, it's like a smart home essentially, but with a sound system. If you're listening to TV in the basement and you want it to go upstairs bedroom, hey Sonos, play this, boom. Like, play basement audio in bedroom audio.
I'm not gonna lie, I want that. I want like smart speakers in my house, like to where not like the Alexa, but like I want to go into different rooms and there's music built-in speakers.
You can do that. The old school way is having dimmers on your wall. I think you could do digital dimmers too. So like you would just touch it and then you would have a volume knob. And then whatever your source is controls each zone in your
I want
house.
music in
It's
my
zoning.
porch, in my backyard, like wherever I go, I want to be able to just.
I could build that for you. You know,
Yeah,
right?
that's dope.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to stuff like that, like, I always feel like I just like all that crazy like technological stuff. you know, it's like, yeah, I think about it and I just don't know it as well. Like other people do, and so like some of it, like it's not my field, so obviously, you know,
We all dabble in things.
you're sitting there and you're like, I'm gonna do this, and you're struggling, and you're like, I have no idea, and then like, you think about it, and you can wrap your brain for a week, you know, figure it out, somebody else just comes in, and you're like, oh, took like a couple hours, whatever, no big deal, it's done. And you just go around for a week, and you figure something out, and that's when, you know, it's definitely going to become a professional, because they're
A lot of stuff now is over Cat 5 and just speaker cable, whether it's 2 conductor, which is 2 cables left and right, or 4 conductor, 16 gauge, whatever you want, like to run from your speaker to speaker, and you run it to a hub, and essentially that hub is an Alexa device, audio receiver, audio video receiver. You can hook up video and audio, everything. But you essentially zone the house. So your receiver will have multiple outputs, which are considered zones, and they will be all controlled by an app on your phone. The volumes and stuff, so you don't need to go to your wall. You can voice command it.
They definitely got that. Definitely.
All right, I'm just gonna bring up my AirPods. Like it's gonna happen. So
Alright, so tell me about your iPad.
I really wanted an Apple Watch, and I'm so glad I wasn't a douche and bought the Apple Watch, because the AirPods are useful in so many ways.
I kind of want an Apple Watch. I'm not gonna lie.
It's just aesthetics. It's bullshit.
All
I
right.
have an Android instead of a smartwatch. Doesn't have to.
You've considered?
Not the same.
They
It's not an
they
Apple
both.
Watch, but yeah,
What do you
I
mean it's
got
not
you, I
Apple?
got
They
you.
both suck, and here's
Yeah,
why.
Exactly, yeah.
My AirPods, when I'm just working, I have my text messages read in my ear and only through my ear when I have my AirPods in, and I can have the option to just say reply, and then I could verbally say these things. So as I'm working, I'm on a ladder, I'm just like texting people and multitasking. Like that's how I text Stephanie and Noah.
I've had a few flooring and drywall guys that walk around on headphones all day long. You're like, this guy's talking to himself, and then
Yep, it looks weird.
Yeah.
like, no.
It's just so it's so useful. It's like a comm system.
Like your cab driver in the city, you know.
yeah. yeah,
Uber
yeah.
driver on the phone the whole time. Yes, I'll get you there.
I have it look up, hey, like pull up this on Google Maps or whatever, anything. I can even control my Alexa in my room when I'm far, like anywhere in the world. I could just be like, turn my lights on. It's nuts. Oh, and you can drop them on the table, or put your phone on the table and have listening mode, and you could walk away to as far as your Bluetooth reaches, and you can hear the conversation that where your phone is.
That's creeper status.
It's weird, right?
I mean,
So wait a minute. You drop your. Oh, you leave your phone in the room.
Yep.
That's creeper.
Yeah.
Creep.
I don't even know where my phone is.
me gets ads all the time about like random things that like we've been talking about.
It's the camera. My phone is the camera.
No,
But you
I
know
thought so.
So
It
there
kicks
is a
me if it's that.
documentary.
I forgot.
There's a
I'm stoked.
documentary on Netflix right now called The Great Hack, and they talk about that.
I mean, there was something a while back where like Apple got in trouble and they broke their own user agreement. I swear.
As far as like listening,
Yeah,
Okay.
and they were like tracking you. I think when even your location services were off, and they got caught doing other things. And I think they broke their own.
this is
user
all
agreement.
allegedly.
I mean,
No, I
yeah,
don't care.
Yeah, maybe.
no, I
yeah,
don't
maybe.
know.
I don't know. I swear I read a news article. How true? I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you really trust any news source anymore? But
Okay.
yeah, I mean, it was something.
Something along those lines.
Yeah, it was like no, like I'm just saying. I don't. When the manufacturer is breaking their own agreement terms, I don't know.
You can log on your Alexa app, and anytime you say, "Hey Alexa," it will record what you say for a couple seconds afterwards, and there's a history log that you can click
Yeah,
on
dude.
it
Yeah.
and
It's
listen to the things that you say. And sometimes it goes off, and you didn't say, "Hey Alexa." It just picks up like,
It's like, oh, I thought you heard something.
yeah,
Come back, baby.
yeah.
Malfunction.
If your girl has like, anybody could get spied on just by Alexa app. You just hear conversations in the house, like who's in the house.
You know,
Talk about privacy. There's none.
it was funny. So like, quick little fun story. I don't know if call me crazy. Call me crazy. I'm gonna guess, and we'll see what happens. Nothing. Damn it.
Oh.
I almost had it.
Do it again. Do it again. This one.
Yeah, I hit the right button.
Fucking
Yeah.
I
dude.
knew which one it was.
Alright.
So anyway, there might have been a time some hallucinogenics were taken.
Love him, favorite. Love him.
It's
Big
not
fan.
something. It's not like a hobby. It's not like I don't seek it. But you know, sometimes you gotta, life, right?
Yeah, I asked for it.
Either way.
Just
Please say
on the
acid.
spot.
Please say acid. Please
No,
say acid.
no.
Shrooms?
Mild, and maybe,
All right, we won't get into specifics.
Either
but
way.
go ahead.
Either way. So like, point is I'm sitting there in the room and like we were talking about something, and like somehow I think I got like caught on some weird topic, and I was like, oh well, like how certain devices and they're all FCC compliant, which means they can like intercept certain signals and interference and everything like that for like emergency alerts, and they're like, oh, this is a test, blah blah, and then so like your devices can always function. Like God forbid, I mean, and call me crazy, in today's day and age, people compared to other countries, bombs don't go off as often. But God forbid it ever did, that's what the system's there for, It's
Yeah.
kind of a comfort I feel a lot of people forget. But, so point is like... so
Like
you
your
get the
phone and
system.
Amber Alerts?
Yeah, exactly, all that
Okay.
stuff. So I'm sitting there one night, and we're having a blast.
We're sitting one night having a
and,
blast.
And so I was talking
As a
about the
knight should.
devices, I got my speaker, everything like this, and sure as shit, like right after that, like it was it may or may not have been on, who's to say at that point in time, but it had intercept interference as I was talking about it, and we're like we just like we both just heard my speaker go off. Like I don't think it was on, and I was just talking about it, and there was like whatever something.
Wow.
And like that was like wow, like maybe, but I looked at her like we both just heard the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
which really kind of threw that off. That shit was kind of wild.
Sometimes in conversations, if I have my AirPods in, like, Siri would be like, nice. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean nice? I didn't say anything that would require that as a response to begin with. And for real, like, it is nice. Thanks, Siri.
Like maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
How'd you know?
Mm-hmm. Like, stop listening, you eavesdropping bitch.
So, speaking of Alexas, last night we were going over the notes on the phone. We'd gotten off the phone, and I stayed in here and I was listening to music and shit with the headphones on. And the TV was still on out there. But it sounded like it got a little bit louder, and I was, ignored it. 30 minutes go by, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have a cigarette. Get up. Alexa is playing rock music so fucking loud, dude. For like 30 minutes.
Oh my god.
So she picked up like whatever the TV said. So they're super sensitive. Sometimes like it'll do it and sometimes it's not. It's weird. It's like temperamental.
It's
It's really
kind of scary, actually.
Yeah.
But who cares? It's been going on for like years now. That's a lot of debt. Collected. They know us pretty well now.
Yeah.
Like, there's facial recognition on ATMs. So,
Yeah.
like, when you walk up to an ATM and it sees your face and you put in your debit card,
That's
they
the camera
have
that's always
like
been over all the ATMs forever you've been looking
they
at
have
before.
they have ones with video ads, and those ads like Facebook pertain to you.
You ever hear Alexa laugh?
That's fucking creepy.
No.
No.
Let's see. It's
That's a
not gonna-
button.
I don't know that it's gonna pick up this.
Probably not.
Smack you right in the mouth. So, Alexa laughing.
Alexa, replay.
That's so like
Sounds like Momo.
yeah.
Alexa, I love you.
Ask Alexa if she's pregnant. Alexa, ask Alexa if she's pregnant. I want to hear this answer.
Your Alexa's gonna go off now.
Alexa's probably going crazy.
Alexa, play the last sound.
People would just say like they'd be sleeping and in the middle of the night, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, their Alexa just starts laughing. Just like that. Imagine sleeping like and just your Alexa going off laughing.
It
That's
was
kinda
like
weird.
it didn't happen like to a ton of people, but it happened to enough like randomly. It was really weird. But then it like stopped because they fixed the bug or whatever. But dude, she
Somebody
does go
hacked
off.
it.
She goes off randomly
Computer programming.
Yeah.
all the time.
It's a simple code.
Oh, just like people breaking into Nest cams, like and like
Yeah.
fucking with the like children and shit. Dude, that's creepy.
Explain that one a little more.
So, this one dude, let me see if I can find the video. He hacked into a Nest cam of a child,
Oh, like a child
and he
cam.
was like, "Hi, I'm your friend," and the kid was like, "Wait, what?" He was like playing in his room. He was like, "Come play with me, come play with me," and the kid's like, "Mommy!"
Speaking of that, when I was younger, my grandfather used to go to all of these flea markets, and he was in the army reserves and stuff, and he brought home this soldier toy that had like
Toilet
and a
soldiers.
walkie-talkie.
Toilet soldiers.
Good movie. Yo, I had
Sorry,
all those
I-
toys. I'm
I-
sorry, and Street Sharks, by the way. But anyway, not dropping names. Where was I?
So
Oh yeah. My dad had a walkie-talkie, and there was this soldier, right? He put it in my closet and waited for me to go to sleep, and he was like, "Hey, get me out of here! Get me out of here!" And it's just a walkie-talkie in my closet, muffled, and I'm sleeping. I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" I like open up my closet, it just gets louder, and I just see this fucking soldier thing looking at me, and was like, "Did you find me yet? Did you find me yet?" And I was like, I just ran out of my room, bro. Like, I was like, I don't know, probably in high school.
Alright, so I found the one video. This is somebody hacked a Nest cam, and it's a little girl's room.
I'm your best friend.
As 8-year-old Alyssa LeMay stood in her room, a terrifying voice spoke to her.
I'm Santa Claus. Don't you want to be my best friend?
The horrifying sound coming from this Ring security camera
Dude.
installed in the child's bedroom, which she shares with her 2 sisters.
I come upstairs and
I'll tell you right now, I'm a grown adult. If that thing started talking to me, and it wasn't anybody that, I'm ripping it right out of the fucking house. I'm throwing it in the street. End of story.
Yeah.
End of story. Speaking of end of story.
Goodbye, guys.
Well, yeah,